Hi guys, today we'll be talking about the bowline and some of its strengths and some of its weaknesses, and then we'll be comparing it to another knot. We'll be introducing you to the double dragon loop. So let's dive right in. Right, so we'll start with the bowline. It's a very classic maritime knot. Many of you probably know it, but we're just gonna go over it quick here. Start by making a loop in your standing end, and make sure your standing end goes under your working end. Just a couple inches from the end, depending on how big of a loop you want to make. But then we're going to go up through our loop that we just made, around the standing end, and back down through the loop. I'll do this again if you guys didn't catch that. Then we've got a pretty strong fixed loop here, and if you leave enough slack on the end, it's not going to pull through if you put a lot of force on it in most ropes. One more time here, going over it. Just loop in our standing end. We'll give it a little bit more slack this time. And then with our working end, up through that loop, around backwards around our standing end, and back down through the loop, and pull our standing end tight. So it's a widely used knot, and it's good and quick to tie, but it does have a weakness, and that's when there's not a lot of pressure on the rope, it can jiggle loose. And so if I pull back and forth on this, it basically just fell apart, which is kind of surprising because it does feel strong otherwise. But that's a pretty significant weakness. So let me show you the double dragon loop. So for this one, it's a very different knot, but you'll have a similar fixed loop at the end. So to begin, we'll make an S shape, like this. I probably want a little bit more slack here. And this back here is actually the side that's going to turn into your end loop, so you want that to be a little bit bigger. And make sure you have enough in your end to wrap around. So that should be good. So as our bigger loop, take our working end and go around the back, around once, and then twice. So you've got a figure eight there, and then take this back end loop and stick it down through this smaller loop, and then pull your standing end to tighten that loop. And I'll do this again too. But there's our knot finished. One more time with maybe half a foot to a foot of paracord at the end. Make a small loop and then a bigger loop, like so, and then wrap it around once, twice, and then just fold that bigger loop through the small one and pull standing end tight. So it's about the same to tie. Some might find it easier, some might find it a little bit harder, but this one, when we pull on it a bunch, it doesn't shake free. There's just a little bit more to that knot, and it's actually very easy to untie too. You just take this girth around the loop and pull it out with your fingernails, and it comes undone even after it's had a pretty heavy load on it. So I like this one a lot better than the bowline. I feel like I'm being disloyal to a classic knot, but this one really does hold a lot stronger. So hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe for more tutorials in the future. Otherwise, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.